Hello, everybody! I think these two may have to be moved. Welcome on in to the bonus makeup stream. The ear is just getting in the way of little Snowcake. Let me just... There we go. But welcome in to the bonus makeup stream. Now, the stream was supposed to happen yesterday, but due to certain reasons I want to get into, I wasn't able to make it, so I wanted to do the makeup stream tonight. Now, the makeup stream is going to be a little bit shorter than the regular streams. I do apologize. I had intended for tonight to be a longer stream. However, you may have noticed I made a post on Twitter, Blue Sky, and even Discord. I actually remember it on Discord. I didn't think I was going to be able to stream tonight because I'm feeling quite sick, as I was eating my dinner tonight and there was mysterious powder. Like, I bit into something and on the inside was very powdery and something that shouldn't have any powder whatsoever. Now, I don't know how much of this I've eaten. I cannot say for certain I ingested none of it, but I do have some pains in the stomach. But as I was laying there on my couch before, I thought, you know what? No. Illness be damned. I want to stream. I want to do the makeup stream. I even found out about a brand new game. My brother had told me about this yesterday morning, I believe. It is a game called All Will 4, a physics-based town builder on a raft. That's right, the game of Raft, in which you are in the middle of the ocean, combined with the town builder and physics, where it says it's almost guaranteed your buildings will collapse. Now, the game is in a playtest mode at the moment, and I have seen other people are streaming this game, so I'm like, you know what? It should be fine if I stream it. I really want to try this out. So, for as long as I can, I will be streaming that tonight. I am actually quite looking forward to it. Like, I haven't touched the game whatsoever. I've just seen the trailers. I haven't played any of these sorts of town builders in a while. Like, if you check out the YouTube channel, I have played a couple of them. Like, I've played a bit of City Skylines in the past. I have played... Oh, what was it called? It's Timber something. Timberborn. A game in which you play as beavers in a little town builder. But first time on a raft. Hello, Salam. Nick's gonna get banned for streaming a game. Maybe. I mean, other people's playing the game. Other people on Twitch are actually playing it. So, I don't think I will get banned. I also feel like I'm a lot shorter, a lot lower down on my monitor. Just scoot over to the side. The cameras are no longer directly in front of me. Move over. How you doing, Salar? It is good to see you. Now, rotate my... I accidentally knocked down a single bottle. That's down right next to me. I feel a lot further to the side, but I've got my little foot pedal thing at my feet, and I'm going to just slowly rotate it to help keep my mind off of my tummy, because, as I said, very minor pains. Actually, I could even turn this on and just turn it down to at the slower setting. Second setting. Borderlands 3 has loop problems fixed. There were loot problems in Borderlands 3. But I remember the game had two different loot systems. One which was whenever a crate is opened, it had classic mode in which everyone fights for the loot. Or they had the new mode in which everyone gets their own loot. So it's instanced for everyone. Let's jump on over into the game. I'll unmute it. Oh, the loot problem was in Borderlands 1 and 2, and pre-sequel Borderlands 3 fixed it. Ah, okay. So I'm guessing it is the fact that 3 allows it to be instanced per person. So rather than it being like, oh, but we all want this one gun. Who's gonna get it? It's now, hey, look, we all got it. We're on that mode. We're fighting for the title of catching God who gets the most legendaries. That is, I think, the best way to do it. Because, yeah, in the other games, you would have to grind a lot more in a 4-player party for everyone to, you know, be on par. The main menu of this game has actually been open for so long, it's gone to nighttime. It's instant, so we don't all get the same items. Some are getting legendaries when others don't. That is a lot. Like, it's a lot better, in my opinion. Like, allowing you all to have your own. Because, yeah, like, there'd even be times where some quests would give you... Well, like, you'd have to be quests with fighting a boss, and when killed, they would drop a really rare item. Or have a chance of dropping a really rare item. You get people being like, oh, I'm just going to do this really boring quest over here. It's okay, guys. I'm going to do this. You will do the main mission. And then they come back with overpowered 8 multi-shot rocket launcher that splits off into MIRVs on each projectile, wipes out everything, and is, even though you could get it level 8, is going to be an endgame weapon. And you're like, how'd you get that? It's like, oh, you know, you just get it from the quest over there. The drop the boss gives you. And you're like, well, I like that weapon. It's like, oh, no, I've done it. It's my weapon now. By the way, I'm never playing with you guys ever again. You're like, oh, thanks. So, I've never played this game before. In for a treat. 2 areas locked in the demo, and we get a fresh start down here. Don't know where to start? Pick this one. Well-balanced starting area. If you're familiar with the game. Locked is a half-sunken tanker ship in the middle of the ocean, or a single large skyscraper. This... Interesting. You ever feel stuck? This might be very tiny text on the screen. I am playing at 4K resolution. It's how I natively play every game, and this is even very tiny text for me. Oh, I never actually read out Suba's fortune before. Integrity is the essence of everything successful. I really do hope that's the case. If you need more information on how something works, you can always click on the event title at the top left hand corner on the screen, or open old events from your event log. Thank you. Alright, basic controls. Hold the right mouse button to rotate the camera. WAD to rotate. Q and E to change that. That being height is... Okay, we can also... Well, actually, no. We're zooming into this block. Alright, we need wood. Do I just... Alright, come on. We need 2 people at the wood. It's our quest at the moment to collect wood. We have water storage. So we basically crash landed here, and now we're gonna have to survive. Oh, look at it. We're filling it up. Come on, Olivia's. Here we got the influence of 2 people at the top. So this is Nila home. 5 and then a 3. Well, there's a little bit left to do. Wait. Alright, so we can definitely go fishing here. And over there. I'm curious to see the physics part. It's going to come later when you start connecting everything. Hello, Bigley! You are Aww, Bigley. That is sweet. I need to build wooden support blocks. Guessing this block? There we go. Build a staircase, and we also need 20 water. Either the staircase can't be 1 in height. Perhaps that does come later. Plus, it's just regular storage. We have supports, paths, production. And there's even a search bar for things we need. Pile of water bottles. We'll send 2 workers to it. Which I'm guessing they are going to pick this up, put up here. I mean, I guess that makes sense. We can't purify the water just yet. And we got 8 people. According to the top, very tiny. 8 people. We only have 4 water at the moment. We use 3 a day. We have no food, using 5 a day. Our webcam is covering some of these. We've got 26 pieces of wood. No metal. No goods. No fuel. No electricity. So I'm getting this is definitely going to be useful. Food needs storage. Alright. You know what? We'll put the storage here. The same spot as everything else, basically. Oh, they're already ready trying to build it. Look at them go. Alright, gather some food. Where do we... Okay, it just wants us to go to the pile of food. We're just looking at this going... That's the base point. Well, I feel like I could go from here across. Actually have to be about here across. Can I attach one more down there? Oh. F can get rid of the layers. No, there is this thing in the way. The large wooden pile. Alright, if I just do this... Oh, we can do a singular one down. Well, I didn't know that before. I'll just get rid of that. Alright, come on, people. We need Preferably more people getting more food. Two over here. Is there a way for me to know who is...
Yes.
They're just in charge of everyone.
Yes.
Maybe. Their roles are wanderers. The wanderers
Yes.
Yes.
aren't being workers.
Yes.
All will fall. Things can sometimes fall apart, but don't worry, you can always go back. Press undo to go back in time before everything started falling apart. If you manage to fix things, everything will go back to normal automatically. Press undo multiple times to go back even further. So this is the physics based. If there isn't enough support, it will collapse. And that's the bit that I'm interested about. I am guessing we are able to fish if we have fishing nets or boats. Different paths for different jobs. We need to collect junk. It's all metal. Pile of junk up here. Okay, interesting, we can just have a ladder. We'll rotate that around. We'll put 2 workers towards it because they're now done collecting all that water. I'm guessing we're gonna need to collect the junk to then be able to get water soon. More piles of junk up high. More large pile of wood. Only one person collecting that stuff. I feel like collecting up the food and water is definitely going to be the main thing we need for survival. Just how much we're going to be going through. Citizen is homeless. Well, you should have finished the tutorial quicker. That's not on me. This water looks very drinkable. Alright, build homes. A 2x2 square, and as we saw, they can collapse. Now, if we get another storm, we would want the homes to be up high. Makes me think they should be up here, but the junk I feel like is going to stop that. Trying to click. This may have bugged. That or I don't have enough. Yep, I don't have enough wood. I built too many paths. We only have 1 wood. We collect 27 a day. Alright, let's speed up time because they're not going to work at night. We have some drink. Alright, we have 3 citizens available to be engineers. Oh, it's the workforce for this. We can apply our engineers or our workers, so the engineers can, I guess, collect wood as well. That is actually a massive help. So that's what up here is. That is, like, on one side we have our workforce, the other side we have our engineers. I thought that was just two different people. Alright, in that case, the last two engineers collect wood as well. Because, yeah, we are in desperate need of wood. I've known that sooner. Okay, the boat is a house, apparently. This boat got you this far to safety, but the time has come to say goodbye. Don't worry, there are plenty of other boats in the sea. You will know what to do with it when the time is right. Scrap it. Alright, we're up to 25 wood. So, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to waste a little bit more here. Put down a block. Why is everything turning greenish? Okay, they're all out of the food to get. Wait. Can't face it the right way. Abort. Abort. Just take him down. Take him down, please. They need to take the wood goes instantly down, but they need to slowly pull it apart. Come on, people. You can work a little faster. I believe in you. No, I clicked abort. Can I click the deconstruction? It looks like they are delivering wood. Okay, one is gone. Low tide. Oh! Low tide has revealed new resources. A low tide has decreased the water level and temporarily revealed new areas with potential resources. But we must hurry, the water will rise again for some time. Anyone who stays below it will be washed away. Pay attention to the weather bar at the top right corner to get everyone out of there before the tide comes back. And I'm guessing that, yep, that's the red bars, is between low and high tide. And we have food down there. We can't do much about that. Build society. We need a society lab to research new buildings. Unfortunately, I'm gonna spend some time trying to build a house because I messed up with this one. Okay, make sure it's facing the right direction this time. We go 1, 2, 3. Can I be cheeky? Put these behind it. Or is it even possible that... Yeah, I can likely just keep like that. I ran out of wood again. Alright, so we got 4 homes. What's this person saying? Can't reach the small wooden house construction site. Is it because we need platforms? That is likely it. Oh, we got a whole lot of notifications popped up. Okay. Look, people! A barely intact boat approaches your city. Someone from the group says these are good people. We'll have to build more houses for them. Great, but they'll have to share the supplies. Together we will survive, or as long as they listen to me, they can stay. So basically, we are accepting them no matter what. But as long as they share their supplies... Oh, it actually tells us what will happen. Okay, so if they share the supplies, we get 20 food, 2 sailors, 2 engineers, but we lose 10 influence. I'm guessing if we lose too much influence, something bad will happen. Together we survive, we get 2 sailors, 2 engineers. Engineers gain 2 loyalty, sailors gain 2 loyalty, and workers gain 2 loyalty. That's pretty good. As long as they listen, they can stay. We get the 2 sailors, 2 engineers, and plus 10 influence. I'm somewhat concerned about the food, but the fact we are getting sailors says to me that this might actually be fine. I wish I knew what the loyalty did. Or even influence. Our influence is at 30. So I think losing 10 influence at the moment... No, I'll just gain the loyalty. We'll get 4 people, we'll be good. Alright? Together we survive. Now there's 4 homeless people, 2 are sailors, 2 are engineers. Alright, new support building unlocked. Present different support buildings to solve different problems just to make cool looking structures. You'll be able to research more wooden, metal, steel, and other various structures later on. Alright, so we... Oh! Okay, we don't have enough resources to actually click them and show them off, but it looks like we have the 2x2 wooden block. And then we have one with a triangle beam to help support, and then a more curved one, which would just look cool, same sort of support. Time control. You can change the game speed in the top right hand corner of the screen. Note, the game speed changes automatically during nighttime, but you can still control it manually. We also still need to build a lab. Oh, this thing's a lot bigger than I thought. 2x4. Well, I can't have it up here with the homes. Alright, and that's the doorway entry point there. Oh, wait, is that on the 2nd floor? Oh, there's one on the 1st floor, one on the top floor. So if I wanted to, I could get rid of the staircase because we don't really need it anymore. And put this down here. Curved basement down there is going to be a little bit odd. Okay, we do have some that are homeless. I'm sorry, folks. Why? Oh, those people building the house. These 2 get a home. 2 of them stay homeless. Only 1 comfort, no roofing, no decor, no windows. Alright, in that case, I can't get another house. I'm sorry to 2 of you. You're gonna be homeless for the night. Now, first, research. Since we can research new buildings, it'll be a good idea to think about the most basic resource, water. At this point, who cares about the planet, or all your suggestions? They're terrible. So, who cares about the planet? You'll have to research and build a wood boiler. or it's just a terrible, you know a better way, plus 10 influence. This is kind of odd. I am telling the tutorial it is terrible and I gain positive influence for it. Hello, Simon. Your Sonic game looks different. Tonight we are playing... What's it called? All-Wheel 4. A physics-based town builder in the middle of an ocean. It is in a beta test at the moment. I saw that I could beta test it on Steam. I'm like, you know what? I want to try this out. We can play many games. I'm going to select the top one because I think in Soul to the tutorial, even though I get influence, it just says you know a better way. I feel like the tutorial is going to vanish. So I'm just going to say, who cares about the planet? Research a wood boiler and then build. So we get a wood catcher. Slowly get wood over time, I'm assuming. Similar to what we get in Raft. Which will allow us to eventually get the electric junk catcher, recycling center, advanced storage, wood cultivation, wood presser, electric metal smelters, and metal smelter. There's also the wood, where we get the, water for wood boilers, rain catchers, junk to water, burns junk to turn salt water into drinkable water. Interesting. I'm guessing... Yeah, collects rainwater, required clear access to the sky and connected water storage. Water warehouse. Warehouse workers will carry water from lower to higher priority storage. Fuel to water. Electric water desalinator. We got for food, fishing nets for boats, which I would like. Boats can catch fish, and we can also get a fishing hut. Catches the fish beneath it. Efficiency is improved when built above schools of fish. I am curious if that means... Like, that's just an infinite source of fish. Like, I'm pretty sure that is what it means. And the fishing boats will be able to go travel around to all the fishing spots. Gathering, junk gathering for boats. Deconstruct walls for wood. Housing, we can get decorations. Like spikes. I don't want spikes. Like, at the bottom we get a safety tire. Safety tire is cool. Why spikes? Why are they like, you know what would be cool for this little house? Just a whole bunch of jagged metal sticking from the walls. That's gonna be safe. Energy, we have a hamster wheel. So this is generate electricity by powering the wheel, and we get a wooden wind turbine. Silent energy boiler, water wheel, wood to fuel, fuel to energy, explosive barrel. What's the barrels? They're red by the looks of it. It's very grayed out or darked out. Blacked out? But you can still see it. Food to fuel. Then social, we get a watchtower. Keep an eye on the sea and the horizon. Who knows what it might notice. Fireplace, headquarters, bar, bathhouse, shop for engineers. Well, it's telling us the first thing we want is wood boiler. Boil the wood that we get. Here's how you doing, Simon? It's good to see you again today. I'm gonna assign 2 engineers to be working there. They need trash by the looks of it. Well, we got 20 trash, or junk. Which I'm guessing we're getting from this thing up here, the pile of junk. High tide is starting soon. Alright, so red is high tide. Oh, I hope down here doesn't count as being too far down. Oh, it's this building that's making the buggy sound. Like, what is that noise? Alright. High tide starting soon. Anyone still in the tide's path will be washed away, apparently. Alright, unlocking new perks. Increase happiness to 15 for at least one social group. Increasing happiness will unlock new perks. Each group has their own unique and powerful perks that will unlock new mechanics as you progress. Try increasing their different needs like housing, food, and later on leisure. But beware, there might not be enough resources for everyone. Okay, so I can be like, hey, I'm going to give you more water consumption and you're going to get more happiness. Things like that. We got drifting wood. Can I actually close this thing? There we go. Our base has been hit by some drifting wood. So we have great news. We gain 30 wood, or morons don't let it go. 45 wood, but we lose influence. I'm just gonna say great news. And at the same time, up here, I'm just gonna go and say, look, can you build this? The last 2 people are home. This rain will be perfect for a rain catcher. Alright, here comes the high tide. Going up by 3 meters. So we've got to keep an eye on how low it goes. Like, the next one's going to be 4 meters. But I'm guessing it went down by 3, so it should be fine. High tide incoming, run. High tide is coming and the water will be back up to the old sea level. People will start going back to higher ground automatically, but they can still drown if they can't make it in time. Okay, so because I never made any ladders going down, we are safe. And our wood boiler is done. Boilers and pollution. Wood boiler is a polluter. Building such buildings near your houses would decrease the maximum quality. However, you can always ignore how your citizens feel and focus on ever-growing production. It's your city. I love that we can just ignore what they want. I mean, I'm going to listen to them, but I like the fact that we can ignore. Okay, this looks stable. Alright, try and get them all going out towards them. What I would like to know is, how do I get fishing boats? Looking at this, we gain 1 food point every 5 hours, whereas just a fishing net, well, we don't really know. I guess we've got to select a fish. Actually moved. I'm guessing because of high tide, we can't actually select any fishing spots. Yep, I'll go with the fishing hut. Give us a boat and we will help. You can deconstruct your old crashed boat for resources. You will need some metal to fix it. and the metal was over here. Mysterious structure. There is a way in that we'll have to eventually use. How much wood do we have? We got 37 wood. We're under attack. Captain, help! The whole sky is filled with seagulls, and they're pooping all over us. So we can make some traps and nets. We'll lose 15 of our scrap but gain 30 food. Sharpen the sticks for 20 food, but we lose 20 wood. Try catching them with your hands to just gain 20 food. There's no downside of like losing resources, or run for your life, you lose influence. Like, okay, why would I sharpen sticks and lose 20 wood when this doesn't give me any other downside? Let's try it. Looks like we just gained food. Trying to see how deep here is. Looks very deep, in which I cannot select to build on anything down low. Well, this structure here I can kind of build on. Broken leg. While under attack by seagulls, one of our people slipped on some bird poop and broke their leg. Keep it wrapped tightly, we lose 5 junk, 5 wood. If it happens, everyone loses loyalty. Alright, keep it wrapped tightly. That is why. The high tide event is nearly over. We can look at the fishing nets. Alright, we'll have 200 food, basically, that we can pick up from there. That's all used up. I'm trying to think. Would it be better to build from here across? Over here across would probably be better. But we'll let time continue because they're about to go to bed. Oh, floating wood. Alright, now that over here is clean. We'll have 2 structure supports here. How far across can this go? Before, you know... We don't have enough wood to go that far. Drat. I think this one's going. Actually. They've finished cleaning up the wood piles. Meaning there is technically no more wood. Go up to 41. Go on the side of this. Why wouldn't it? There we go. Having a roof makes you happier. Build house decorations. 6. Well, I'll get over here first. So this basically tells me you can't build past here. Which way is this pointing? Try from over here then. I don't feel like it should work. It's just counting the distance from the left-hand side. But how do we get over here to the metal to deconstruct? Unless the one's over here. No? None of that is metal. We have junk in the water. Unless... it just wants us to click the boat to deconstruct. Wants us to build home decorations. We got... wait. Oh, it's movement. Alright, so I can move things just by clicking and dragging. Alright, deconstruct the old boat. The boat will need a dock. Okay, these are the decorations. And what I like the dock to be. It kind of means I didn't have to get rid of this high up spot, but it's fine. I prefer to have the... okay, it's got to be placed on solid ground. You know what? Sure. Put 2 sailors on there. Boats and navigation. Boats need clear sailing paths. Pay attention to this when building something near the sea level. Some environment can be deconstructed to open up areas for boats. Got it. Some buildings need clearance. So builders need access to the sea or certain resource. Make sure you get the most out of it to try and get the clearance percentage indicated to 100%. Up here, there is no research going on. I think gathering. Why we gather junk? What about gathering wood? I thought that was one of them, was that we could have it. We could also get tier 2 greenhouse, use water to produce food, requires direct sunlight, or mushroom farm, produce mushrooms, requires both water and wood. This does give pollution though. Produces 1.6 food every hour. Greenhouse produces 2 food per hour. Twice as much water. More than twice as much water. But doesn't like use up why would a mushroom farm be a polluter? I'm curious about that. Junk gathering. I think a watchtower would be actually a good one to get. And I think we would need fishing nets for boats. The boat domino. Oh, I can now say sailors. Think that, no. Okay, so the junk in the water, we just need a little bridge to it. Like this one down here. Oh, we didn't even just say boat. Go. Doot, doot. Wait, why are 3 people now home? Where did they come from then? Why are 3 people suddenly homeless here? Alright, so the boat is only at 50% workforce. Assign more workers to increase efficiency. Oh, and it's an additional sailor. One of my sailors... 3 sailors are unemployed. But I can't give them any more sailors. Huh? What? This will collect all wood every so often. But now in low tide. First down here we've got piles of junk. We can't really get down here anymore. Go 1, 2. We can now afford that. We need 1 more piece of wood. Come on, game. Singular piece of wood. Alright, our research is once again done. We still need to build that water boiler. But I am still far too concerned about I don't want to use the wood burner because it consumes it consumes 6 wood. 1 per hour to produce water. I think rain catcher next. Also, what's our boat domino doing all the way over here? Oh, we're in an ad break. Probably stop then. Thank you with the healthy hydrate, Silam. Hydrating. Think about that. I do appreciate it. This is an opportunity to stretch. Hello, gent. Why is spinning toaster of doom? What did I do for the spinning toaster of doom? $924,729 away from Cylon Forever First. I think you're a bit further away than that, Cylon. It's 1 billion points, not 1 million. Should I lower it to 1 million points? Because yes, I can't argue with that. Jams. Oh, it's hot. What happens if they claim it? It means that they are forever first to the stream. And that no one can ever take that away from them. No one else will ever be able to get it first. I don't really know where, like, what would happen. Man. Hang on. Boat domino. Oh, boat domino probably can't return because of low tide. And they're not here? Exactly. Look at the mysterious structure. We can see it better now. So I would click the thing. I really do want to. We got 30 seconds left to ads. But yeah, James, if you haven't seen this, it's a game that's in beta at the moment on Steam. It's a town builder, physics-based game. You can't build too far out or have too many heavy things on a building. Otherwise, it will collapse. I'm trying to build more houses along here, but I ran out of wood. I am not good at resource management. And these people can't do their research because they need junk. I'm all out of junk. Well, the ad break is done. Looking back from the ads, everyone. I'm actually going to deconstruct these. So that way I can build a staircase here. Build a staircase here. And be like, hey, we need 2 workers collecting this wood. And this wood. And this wood. But a couple engineers over on the junk pile. And you know what? There's one more over here. Now, go my people. Gather. Gather like you've never gathered before because we've only got a few hours until high tide comes back. The sea level will drop by 2 meters. And then we still have... Alright, so sea level dropping is going to be interesting because our boat won't ever be able to return. Alright, mysterious building. Let's read this. Captain, look at the strange structure over there. Looks like it goes all the way down underwater. There's no entrance at the top. Have to wait for the water level to drop even lower before we can figure out what it is. We'll just wait. Alright, well, we can make a fishing hut for 20 wood. It basically just needs to have water beneath it. So it can't be placed on any of this. It has to be platforms we have built ourselves. Yikes. Well, in any case, oh no, it just needs that thing sticking off the edge. I did not notice that at all. The doors are the back end of it. So they're actually gathering up quite a lot of the resources. Now, we are dangerously low on water. We aren't going to survive too much longer at this rate. So we do need the scrap. Can I actually... Oh no, the research is halfway done. I don't think we can cancel the research. I don't know if they will be able to collect everything by the time high tide's over. Well, we can only sit and hope. Come on, people, get that scrap. Two engineers can fish, try and make sure that we always have food happening. Watching our scrap bug slowly go down, and high tide is coming. Yep, here comes the rains. We now have the rain catcher. Need to be connected to water storage buildings. That like all buildings require water for production. You'll have to wait for it to rain to collect some water. Which means we'll have to move this. And if we had the stuff, we'd put it in there. Come on, people, just need 2 more scrap before the high tide sets in. Alright. Risky. This will get us quite a bit of water, as long as it is raining. The tide is now rising up. And anyone who's still down here is going to be, you know, taken away. The only one's left of the junk. Why are you standing here? Do you have a death wish, sir? The tide is rising. Run! Like, why are you just standing there? Like, these two know the danger and they're still working. Get out of there! What are they doing? Go! Alright, we need to research something else with food. The hard part is everything is going to consume food and water. Or wood and water, sorry. Greenhouse consumes too much water to be of use to us right now. The mushroom farm is going to also consume quite a bit, more than what we can gather. Because yeah, we're using 13 water a day and 13 food. Need 3 more houses to settle the homeless population that's happening. As long as it keeps raining, we're going to keep getting water from this. But that's not long term. We don't have enough junk to, you know, boil wood. We do finally have a lot of wood. Now, I can actually use that to create 2 more homes. If I place 1 more, even though this isn't technically connected to them, it's all going to collapse. Which tells me it's because of this one. Okay, stop it. Move this over here. There we go. Their corners cannot be touching. Otherwise, the game doesn't like what I've done up here. Also finding that this one says it's been built when it hasn't. Yes, finish your house, sir. Also like that these count as having roofing, despite it not technically having roofs. Please help us. A group with their own boat has come to you. They say they are looking for a place to stay. We gain 2 citizens in a boat. We can take care of everyone. We gain loyalty with everyone. Minus 20 food, 2 citizens, 1 boat. Let's hand over their boat first. Can influence 2 citizens, 1 boat. So telling them they can, but they got to give us a boat. Give us more influence. Sure. 1 person is homeless. There is a floating pile of junk. A little walkway to it. I'm gonna hope that we don't die soon. Wait. Wood catchers seem like a good idea to then use in a wood boiler. But it's going to cost us 10 scrap to research it, and we kind of want the wood boiler before we begin the research. Fine. We're at 14 scrap. As soon as these two collect some. Raising my eyebrows. Shadow helmet? I really got to add it in as a number. Alright, we're up to 18 scrap. Come on, you two. We're at 22. Alright. We may not die. This is an area of pollution that's going to happen because of this. So put it here. We'll pause as priority. Yeah, because we're going to run out of water at the end of the day. 2 workers. Go, people, go! We're running out of wood. Build a wood catcher or gather just 150 wood. Game, I understand your concern. We got some more pressing matters. Alright, we need to send our boats out so they can go gather that. Or fish. Doesn't look like there's any other fish around. The other one... It has to be one of the floating piles. Alright, well, let me get some wood. Alright. We have enough water to survive one more day. Feels like Raft and City Skylines. It really is. Rather than City Skylines, I would say it's like Timberborn. One of the other games I played on the channel, where it's a post-apocalyptic resource management town builder, but everyone is beavers. And the reason I say it's like that, no, the water went down, and it's permanently down. All right, hang on. Hang on. There we go. That should fix it. Wait, what are they arguing about? No path to the floating pile of junk. Oh, this path. Oh, you're not going to concern yourself with that anymore. Alright. I lean back, gotta think. The one that was fishing. Alright, they're still fishing. The other one over here, no to that. There is floating metal, interesting. But I swear, there it is. Collect those fish. We need food. We're also going to be losing 9 water a day, which means we need another one of these. We don't have the scrap for it. There is still a pile of junk down here. Alright, workers, go get it. Work never ending, our work is never done. Tearing down, building up, it goes on and on. Captain, the sea level is falling. Seeing as the sea level has dropped, which means we can now safely build in those new areas. Sea level will drop over time, revealing new areas, resources, and events. Changing tides will go only up to the sea level or below it. Maybe one day we'll walk on the ground again. Alright, so as time goes on, we get to build lower and lower. And these guys fishing has brought us to a stable amount of food. I kind of want it over here to be a fishing hut area, but another part of me is like, I can build it over here. Get 2,000 channel points again. And you can't sacrifice me! I don't work that way over here, Jams! Rah, 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 rah. Alright, so I'd like to get one more wood boiler. Overlays and height meter. You drag the height meter to reveal hard to reach areas. You do the same by pressing the keyboard shortcut F. Press it again to set it back to normal. Oh, and it sets it to whatever you're pointing at. See, I thought initially this game was you had to keep building upwards to avoid the rising tide, not you get to eventually build downwards and have to slowly push everything out because of how much land is underneath. Lots of new things about Star Wars Episode 1 game. The Jedi can commit war crimes by Anakin and Obi-Wan, better the civilian. Why would they allow this? Why? We'll get the wood catcher because we kind of need it. Oh, the scrap down here is all gone. Alrighty. There's a pile of food. We can probably salvage that food soon. There is a pile of junk down here. Two workers, collect that junk. Again, we need the junk. This boat is waiting for workers. Word spreads. What's this? Word is spreading about a colony. People are coming here looking for a better chance of survival. We welcome everyone. We gain 4 citizens and everyone gains loyalty, but we don't have homes for them. Buy another place. We're full. We lose loyalty. If you can pay, you can stay. We lose 20 influence, gain 30 food and 30 water, 20 food, and 4 citizens. Leave your supplies, move along. We lose 40 influence, gain a lot of supplies. I don't know what the influence is for. And apparently the more I see more fish has appeared, and it's right as the water is about to go down. Alright. I don't know what the influence is for, but in all honesty, we're in a really bad spot. We're nearly out of water. Our food is actually going well at the moment, but that's mainly because we'll be able to fish. We'll be able to gain 20 junk, which means we'll be able to get more water. But we are also very low on wood. We are burning through 8 a day. We have 8 wood left, which is why we're trying to build the wood collectors. They can also get a gun. The game didn't seem to care. I remember playing one of them. I can't remember which one it was. I think it would have been episode 2 or 3. But it was... I went to my friend's house as a kid, and they had... Well, they were trying to play the game, and they were stuck on a level where you had to escort Jar Jar Binks. And you get to a spot where he walks... Oh, sorry, there's a whole bunch of enemies, like the rolling turret guys. And they all open fire, and Jar Jar Binks will walk forwards into the middle of them and get shot to smithereens and constantly getting hit by a hail of bullets and eventually die. I mean, I just remember him raging about how this level was impossible. And I'm like, oh, I've never played this game, let me try. So I stood in front of Jar Jar Binks and just did the deflect. And that turns out that's the strategy you had to do to win. And they were like, oh, how'd you figure that out? I'm like, dude, isn't it obvious? Don't let the guy die. Alright, I'm gonna do an evil and tell these people to leave their supplies and move along. I'm losing influence, but it's gonna help me survive in the long run. The game still hasn't told me what the influence does. Have to... That wood's floating. And yeah, it's gonna go down now. It does reveal new locations, but we don't have the wood to get to them. The boats also can no longer dock, I believe. No, wait. They can. Why can't they dock over here then? Despite the height difference. Oh, it's inaccessible by boat, but they can still claim the stuff from the boat. Right, research is nearly done with the woodcatcher. I like how I'm playing on 2 times speed and it feels like the normal speed. Something just happened. Something went dung up here. Oh, it would have been the research. Right. Alright, so woodcatcher, 10 scrap, 10 wood. Collects resources directly beneath it and gathers floating materials from the sea. So you want it half hanging off the edge. I wouldn't want it here because eventually we're going to gain access to this. You'd want it more like up here, I guess. Interested to see like the total building area. Loop, loop, loop. Right, well, where do we want to build this? It would be cool to have some houses under here. I don't know why it sounds fine to do. I mean, for now, we can probably put this here. Wait, did I just knock someone off the edge? Did they just die? I just saw them go, floop. They just fractaled. Alright, we want 2 workers constantly getting us wood. I'm guessing the height that it has to travel up and down will affect production time. Well, it's 100% at the moment. High efficiency when closer to sea level. But it's at 100%. We are still going through, like, well, we're consuming 16 wood a day, apparently, an average of 13. So we're going to need more of this. Our food and water are currently in the positive, but I think it's also in the positive because we kind of took food from people. Our next research, recycling center, recycles junk into metal. I don't think I care about that just yet. Electric junk catcher collects resources directly beneath the gallows floating material from the sea. Requires electricity though. I'm actually curious, does that mean it needs... Oh yeah, it still needs 2 workers, but we need 4 electricity every hour. Or just 4 energy being produced. The hamster wheel produces 2, so that's 2 hamster wheels that we need going. Wind turbine produces 3, also still needs a worker. The less things that are around the wind turbine, the better. So it is very much like Timberborn, where in that we had the water wheels. And it was how fast the water flowed, and if you obstructed it too much, well, the water would flow a lot slower. Use electricity for junk excavation. Figure out how to provide electricity. Build the electric junk catcher and get 50 junk. I was also kind of hoping the electric junk catcher would have gotten wood as well. We will be able to get wood cultivation, but that does consume water. Wood presser uses electricity and junk to produce wood. And where it consumes junk instead. The metal smelters consumes junk to make metal. Metal smelter consumes junk and oil to produce metal. The water warehouse, I believe, just stores a lot more water. This turns fuel into water. The electric water desalinator uses electricity to convert salt water into fresh water. Requires 10 electricity, 3.5 units of water per hour. be a lot better than the wood burner, but we do need like hamster wheels or wind turbines. The sun energy boiler produces electricity using sunlight, requires clear access to the sky, but it also uses water to produce, like, full water to produce 8 energy. Okay, we can math this. Right? So, this requires 10 electricity for 14 water. This consumes 4 water for 8 electricity. So let me get out a notepad, so that way I don't have to keep tapping back and forth. So I can actually do this. So the sun energy boiler, 4 water to 8 energy, desalinator requires, what was it, 10 energy? 10 energy for 14 water. Now this is like 3.5 per hour. This thing here, it consumes 0.8 per hour. Alright. I guess that's a daily thing that that's talking about. Like that seems to be a 10-hour day. Still though. So how many sun energy boilers would we need? I mean, overall, it would actually be more profitable because 4 water for 8 energy, then 10 energy for 14 water. So the easy way, I guess, I can do it is we'll start multiplying. We'll do it by 10, I guess. Because we got the 80 energy on one side, and then 80 energy on the other side. Simple. So we're going to be using 40 water for 80 energy, and that 80 energy can give us 140 water. In total, 100 water units profit. That is if we create 10 of each made. So get 10 of each made. A little bit of basic math there. The gears in my head had to turn. My tummy still hurt. As a reminder, I did eat something weird for dinner. Couldn't eat all my dinner. Like, I had like 2 bites, basically. And I'm like, nah, can't eat it. Like, something had powder that shouldn't have powder. Alright, so this thing here, it does require metal. We don't have metal. As for the energy thing, it requires scrap. We do have scrap. We don't have a lot of scrap, but we do have scrap. So we'll do the hamster wheel, even though the hamster wheel does seem to be objectively worse. We do need to collect some scrap. There's no point in building ladders going down. It would be good. That's a large pile of wood, not what I wanted. Feel like we could get it anyway because we don't have enough wood. Actually, we may have some wood. Alright, workers, you have only a couple hours to go. Collect me this wood. Collect it like your lives depend on it, because it very well does. Alright, it's now raining, which means our rain catcher should now start getting water. Still learning to get movement controls. We can apparently be scavenging this as well. I think it's too risky. With a high tide now coming in, we don't want to start going for that. Yep, so the... Time to stop gathering. This should be able to start offloading some food. The research into the hamster wheel is done, which means we can start learning how to create this sun energy boiler. We don't have enough scrap to actually learn it fully right now. Same with the electric water desalination. Actually, that's going to cost us metal to be able to learn. We need to get to tier 3 for metal gathering boat tools, but that still requires us to have metal on us. But we'll get junk gathering, as we do need that. We are now losing roughly 10 food a day. We are gathering water still, thankfully because of the rain. That is helping us out. Water level has gone up, but it's still unstable. We're going to have to wait for the rain to stop to be able to see where the fish are, to get food, and where all the other stuff are. Can I build some housing decorations? I can, but no, that's probably a bit of a waste. Because yeah, we're still losing wood every day. That the homeless one knows to stay in shelter though. They're like, you know what? Yes, this seems like a good spot. I could even build him a house under here. I won't. They're going to go over to this unsafe monstrosity. That if I add just one little platform right here, it'll want to collapse. The hard part is like there's a low tide coming up again really quick. Alright, I see fish. One boat goes to the fish. There is wood everywhere. There's floating metal, but we do need to level up quite a bit to get to the gathering point in that. Getting over here to this side is such a hassle though. Like as we saw, I couldn't just build from here across. The game was saying no. A lot of floating wood around. Oh, there's also more fish here. Yeah, we'll get the boat to do this. We don't even have a pathway to get to this spot, actually. I was thinking like, oh, I just need 1, 2, and that's it. No. We need quite a bit more. We got 12 wood to work with. This costs 2 each. Staircase is 6, so I can probably... close as I could get. We are out of wood. We would have to go through this. You know, the yummy, yummy food that's gonna enrich us, help us survive. We need to no, wait. Aha. No. Ha! Alright, we don't need to collect the yummy, yummy food just yet. Even though we probably should. You know what? We have 2 engineers that aren't doing anything. We'll collect at the same time. Collect the wood, collect the food. Alright, our next research is done. I forget what we were researching. Junk gathering for boats. Alright, that's good. Wooden cranes. Produces 8 wood every hour. Compared to this one, which is 50. Alright, so we should probably get the wooden crane. We once again need junk. And we would also need electricity. You know, it's actually making me think. Maybe I should have kept it. No, keeping those other people would have been bad. Because if we kept those other people, we would be much worse off in terms of food and water right now. But I'm just thinking, does the influence how often special events happen? There is a floating pile of junk right here. I do have enough wood. Engineers, get to it. Start collecting. I know what you're thinking. This isn't why you became an engineer. You aren't an engineer just to collect wood. Oh, sorry, junk. Well, that's unfortunate because that's what you're doing today. Come on, man. I need that railroad sign. It's crucial. Oh. Stuff. Not just because I want to put it on my wall or something. I always see that in like TV shows and movies where it's like people be selling like railroad signs and stop signs and whatnot. And I just think, does anyone actually buy one of these signs? They're like, you know what? I'm going to put this up somewhere. I won't be able to get the wood anymore. There's low tide. We need resources. They just need 11 wood. And then we can start making the wooden crane. We can, if we had enough wood and scrap, we could make the hamster wheel. Requires, well, produces 2 electricity. The crane that we are trying to make, it requires 2 electricity. But basically 3 workers, and we would be replacing this thing getting a lot more wood every single day. What's this down here? A pile of metal. It's like the game is saying, hey look, this is right here. It's for you to start, you know, getting to the next tier of stuff. And I'm being silly. I'm being a silly goose. Yeah, it's actually pretty bright out for it being midnight in the game. The workday is over. They're all going home. Well, Most of them. You don't want to go home, do you? You're like, no, this is my home. Never build another house. I'm sorry. We don't have the wood for it. What if I build you a hamster wheel? Would that make up for it? The sea level is going to drop another 2 meters at the end of this day. And a little bit more of the game's challenge kind of just presented itself. Because I'm going to have to move the dock yet again. Not only that, though, I'm not building downwards. They're complaining because they can't reach the floating wood. That's fine. You know what? Instead of the people getting the floating wood over here, I can't make the path because I don't have the stuff for it. Well, all we can do is just speed up time, wait for the sea level to rise a bit before it eventually just drops down again. We are unfortunately in a point where we've got to wait. I mean, I can get rid of these. Wish I had enough wood just for that. Wait, I should have been paused. Someone used one of those bits of wood that I just got rid of. No! Ah. Gonna make a staircase going down here again. Or just a big one here. Well, they doomed me. It was likely the research people who need the wood. Right, come on, high tide. It's about to start. I say it's about to start. It says it happens in 3 in-game hours. 2 in-game hours. The rain begins. We collect even more water. These people are complaining saying there's no more wood in storage, so we can't make more water. Like, one thing I would actually suggest to the people, yeah, similar to Timberborn, I understand this. I can just hit minus workers. I can tell them, look, we don't need workers here. I would actually like an on-off switch to say, look, click, turn off the production of this place. Now, the reason why that was good for Timberborn is because you would say, look, I want 31 farms. And then they would try and find jobs in the areas. You'd be like, this farm needs 5 farmers, this other one only needs 2. And, you know, they'll be trying to fill up the spaces themselves, so you could turn different spots on or off, rather than having to micromanage every single building individually. Like, it's a minor difference, but that is something that I would do. That said, Timberborn was a lot more generous with how you would have the beavers, as the beavers would age from, you know, child to adult and then elder. As an elder, I don't think they worked anymore. Or maybe they did work, but they work a lot slower until they eventually die. And children obviously couldn't work. They just kind of run around. Whereas this, I don't think these characters have an age system. And they don't have children. So, yeah. Oh, it's raining. Raining IRL and in-game. So I can't understand why this is a bit more micromanaging, where it's like, alright, we need to put more workers here, more stuff over here, things like that. group leaders are fighting. Group leaders go into a fight over which group contributes the most to our settlement. If you don't do something, this might turn into a bigger problem. All will fall without unity. Minus 50 influence, we don't have enough influence. Alright, so that's what it's for. We need the influence to do these different decisions to cause different things. So that's why we need to gain that. Side with the workers, they gain 3 loyalty, everyone else loses 2. So that's what all of them are. Equally worthless, everyone loses 1. So this one here, like these are kind of terrible because we're at a net loss of 1. This is a net loss of 3. So this actually would be a bit better. Alright, well, I would probably side with the sailors because they have the lowest. Actually, if I click them, they said that they would, if we got to different points in happiness, we would unlock different things. So at 8, sailors gain more movement speed. So these ones here are getting more movement speed. I know these have more carry capacity. Engineers have increased production efficiency. At 15, they gain 1 influence per person in this group. That's what all of them do. Then you get leader actions. The ability to change a group's leader. Interesting. That makes it difficult. And then, yeah, the last ones are locked. Because this is technically demo. Sailors get a special skill. Each assigned sailor gives -1 production input to a workplace. That's pretty good. Engineers give +1 production output. And the workers give more production efficiency. That makes me think the sailors would actually be the best. Because if something requires, let's say, just 2 production input per hour, we can make that 0. Or even with our water dilemma before, 4 water became 8 energy. No, that's 2 water for 8 energy. So yeah, I'm going to side with the sailors. There's also a sailing trader. Sailing traders come to our settlement. Fair deal, we lose 120 water for 60 food. We don't need anything that gets rid of them. Or we can get rid of 20 scrap for 40 wood. We can't do it because we don't have enough scrap. Minus 20 scrap for 20 scrap for minus 60 wood. Why trade when we can just take? We need 60 influence. We don't need anything right now because the whole 120 water to get 60 food is bad. That's all of our water. And we got more than enough food. Right? Let's continue. Now an ad is going to start in about 20 seconds. If you get an ad, I'm going to thank you for watching an ad. Okay, this is an opportunity to get something to eat, drink, stretch, go to the bathroom, all the stuff you need. However, I am likely going to continue playing because at the moment we're kind of waiting around for resources. And I think it would probably be best to continue during this period of time as it would just help us out. Alright, we've got some fish over here. We'll send a boat. I don't see any other fish. We can send workers to collect this. And I guess a boat to collect this wood. There's also fish over here. But I think we need more wood than anything else right now. Alright, we'll make a junk path. I didn't want to use my junk, but we can easily bring it back a bit later. I like how I still got basic controls open. There we go. Wait, electric junk catches. No, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting a wood crane. Different. We are starting to finally get some wood. We should be getting more water. Engineers reach water consumption 1.0 over 2. Sailors reach water consumption 0.8 over 2, or workers reach. Alright, so some time has passed, things have settled down. If we're still fighting for our lives, increase our rations. Increasing water consumption will increase their happiness and their walk speed. Let's think about the future. We lose influence. We're surrounded by water. We lose 20 influence. Everyone loses 3 loyalty. Alright, so someone wants more water, basically. Well, we have less sailors than anyone else, so... we'll let them have more water. Go on. It needs to go up just a 0.2. You know, I'll put it up even higher. There we go. Alright, so let's look at these. Housing. It just makes them happy. Alright, so it's just happiness for loyalty. Start with them with certain issues, their loyalty goes up. Leisure is just happiness. Water. Each digital water consumed will give them more walk speed. With food, more carry capacity. In goods, it's just happiness. We got fish right here. We'll speed up time a little bit more again. The researchers need 3 more wood. Why are they not using the wood that we've got? Okay, there we go. They brought in 3 out of 2 wood. And the ad break is over. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. So, I continue playing during the ad break, as I said I would. We just finished researching the wooden crane. And the water level is about to drop once again. So wood-supported buildings. Let's have a quick look at this. Large bridge-like path that can support things above it. And wooden path with railing. Stronger path with railing can be built longer than a regular path. Has to be aligned in one direction. Both of those are extremely good. Metal crane requires 30 scrap. Junk crane requires 10 scrap, 10 wood. Needs electricity, gives you scrap. So the cranes are better than, you know, the catches. That requires 4 electricity, 1, you know, scrap every hour. Whereas, you know, junk crane uses 8 scrap every hour, only 2 electricity. Alright, we need to make a decision. Metal gathering for boats would be good because our boats will be able to get us metal, which means we can start, you know, going for our infinite water, infinite energy. Cranes, however, would be good. This needs metal anyway. Alright, that me just reading that needed metal makes me go, alright, junk crane. So yeah, 5 scrap, 15 wood for the wooden crane. Unfortunately, we don't have scrap. The water level is about to lower the wood pile. When the water level, like, because it's going to be down for good now. Once it hits morning. Gonna have to move the dock, likely down here somewhere. I would like to, I guess, engineers. We'll have to get rid of this pile of wood. Yeah, because we can't place it. I mean, I got wood sitting there. Trying to lower. Move that there. I feel like this is enough space, but I can't pick this up. Alright, it's allowed to hang one off the edge. Good to know. That does mean I can... Thought I could... Oh no, I'm guessing because this here... It's just... They bump their head. This production groups are full. Well, output is full. I guess I'm just waiting for the sailors to just stand there. Or just pick up the boxes. In any case, is there scrap around here? There's piles of junk up here we could probably use. Junk down here. Alright. I guess it's time for us to start going over here and taking what we can get. Build this. Wait, the wooden ladder costs 4. And a staircase costs 2. Down with stairs. Alright, come on, workers. It's a long distance to go. But we need you to start collecting this junk. And eventually the food. Actually, no, our food is nearly capped. My goodness. Do we have food storage? Costs 15 wood. I feel like it's kind of needed because, yeah, we're running out of space for our food. Considering we were a little bit at a loss of how to get food before, that's honestly quite astounding. There is junk down here. We need 8 wood in total. We got 8 wood. Hopefully that works. We can't collect it just yet. This is me being prepared for later. Look, more fish appeared. A pile of junk down here. When low tide comes along, we're gonna be so ready for all the junk. I'm sorry, I didn't build you a house. You will get a home eventually. Maybe. Now, I'm also curious. So with the crane that we already got, like, we can't place it yet because we don't have the scrap or the wood. We nearly have the wood. We just need the scrap. Wait, no, we got the scrap. I was looking at the metal. We nearly have enough for the wood. But what I am actually curious about is, does height affect it like this? Well. It looks like height does affect it, because if I put it up here, it's at a 0. Also at a 0. That's over here 50% then. Is it just to pick up these things? Yes, it is. Alright, so this isn't the great invention as I thought it was. While this terrible looking one is getting us, wood all the time, this will only pick up wood if it's submerged. So I'd have to find, like, for example, it'd be 100% here, because there's a wood pile it can collect from. Same with this here. It can collect it. So I'm guessing this is something to be redeployed to try and collect the wood in the water without using your boats to collect it or your people to collect it. But if I highlight it, it requires 2 engineers for peak efficiency. I guess it would be quicker to collect everything. And what's this? A small junk house. We use junk to build a house. The wooden one has comfort. This one doesn't. In all honesty, I'd probably prefer the junk house. Purely because, well, I feel like it'd be more sturdy compared to this. Alright, so now that I know that isn't the great thing I thought it was, a metal crane also won't be that great. The wood support for buildings would probably be the next thing I need. Housing, my medium houses. And then eventually, well, advanced decorations, like AC units, generators, water system. Medium metal homes, -8 comfort for a metal home. Like, a medium house gives you basic comfort. Why would a metal one, a tier 3, give you less comfort? That's interesting. Alright, there are water wheels. It consumes wood to produce electricity. That is also weird. Four water for 8 electricity, 2 wood for 4 electricity. This consumes less wood per hour. But would have to be touching water, I assume. Whereas this has to be touching sunlight. Could also just make a watchtower. You know what, let's actually research the watchtower. I want to see what that does. We also have the resources for a hamster wheel. We can no longer afford the hamster wheel. I should have been quicker. So we definitely need more workers so that way we can get wood catchers. Because that's the only way to get a guaranteed amount of wood constantly. Like just trying to see what the ground is like beneath. The water goes down once more. We'll be able to see what this building is if we had a pathway to it. Though it'd probably be safer to just wait for the next point in which it fully goes, water goes down. What are these two workers complaining about? Never mind. Oh, they were probably waiting for the resources for research. Waiting for the wood. I mean, I guess I can see the point in getting the crane at the moment. The unfortunate part is I can't afford the crane. I don't have the wood for the crane to get wood. So I could tell the boats to stop, collecting fish. And be like, alright, can you guys... Because we are good on food for a while. We're at 223 food, at positive 15 every day. Can you instead collect wood? Now the water level is going down right now. So me telling him to do that, kind of hard. I now got a quest to check out this building. I don't have the wood to go over towards it. I can tell our workers to collect all this newly exposed junk. How long was this? 4 blocks wide. Put that there. There we go. That way, in the morning we should be able to pick stuff up. A ship with passengers is passing by. And we also got word spread. Alright, we'll do word spread because that isn't flashing. Word is spreading about a colony. People are coming here looking for a better chance of survival. We welcome everyone and we'll gain 4 citizens and loyalty with everyone. Or find another place where we lose loyalty. Yeah, we'll welcome everyone because more citizens is actually what we need now. Even though we do have a little bit of a water consumption problem, we still need more water. We will welcome everyone. A ship with passengers is passing by. Large ship is passing by near your city. Seems like they're doing just fine, have a lot of capable people among them. Maybe we can convince one of them to join. All of them will require influence. We don't have any. Who needs them anyway? We need more things to give us influence. I feel like that's the one thing we haven't actually seen yet. Although, I guess none of these seem like they would give influence, like a daily amount. Oh, no, wait. Getting him to 15 happiness. You gain 1 influence per person in this group. I'm guessing that's like a daily, adding some on. Because our sailors are the highest amount, you know, I'll give them 1 additional bit of food every day. Will that bring them up to 15 happiness? It just did. Alright, we are now gaining 1 influence per person. It didn't go do an immediate boost, so I am... Yep, daily change 8. We will be gaining influence. That is good. Trying to see inside of here, because there is a wood pile, there is a food pile, and a junk pile. I only got 14 wood at the moment. It would be nice to some baseline happening in here, and then do like a staircase looping around out here. We found a broken boat. Captain, we found a drifting boat, but need some repairs before we can use it. We need 20 junk, 20 metal, and we'll gain a boat. I can't do anything with that at the moment, but there's nothing to actually get rid of it, so we can just leave that be. Okay, to get metal, I think there was a pile of metal over here. So I will do as I said I was going to do. can start building over here. We are out of wood. Because when high tide comes back, that should... No, that's going to be gone. Drat. Festivity... Oh, sorry. Your people are supporting you. One of your groups is now generating influence. One group is generating influence for you. By default, each person in that group will generate 1 influence per day if their happiness is high enough. You can spend influence on various policies that will change how your society works. You can open the policies tab at the top left corner of the screen. There's no confirmation when clicking on them. Oh. And also festivity for the people. People are feeling down right now, but we could change that. How about a small feast to cheer everyone up and gain some personal support? A feast? As if I'm the king? Use 92 food, we gain 23 influence and loyalty with everyone. We deserve a small celebration, which is 46 food, everyone gains 1. No, you stick with rations, everyone loses 1. And maybe some household items instead? We lose 23 junk, but gain 23 influence. Our food is going down at the moment of 17 per day. That's partially because we aren't collecting the fish. But the +2 loyalty will go a long way. We'll loop that around. 2 engineers start collecting that food. Like, this is such a bad, rickety design. Why would you ever put your faith in? This is just waiting to collapse. There's just a pile of junk down there. But again, we can't collect it. High tide is about to hit. Undo. As the water level is about to go back up. We can use a lot of our junk for stuff at the moment. It is... Food's going down 22 a day. A leader's full of potential increase happiness to 20 for at least 1 social group. While our group leaders are providing some help with their trades, we could unlock their full potential, which group would allow us to gain resources from them or even change citizens' social group. Try increasing the happiness of a group to 25 to unlock leader actions. But then this thing says happiness to 20. Alright, well, the water's going to raise for a little bit. So let's have a look at the policies. So we have, on the left, peace, and the other one is, I'm guessing, anarchy. So diet. The diet policies that we're currently on. Neutral. There's freedom, so gain HP from food. I'm guessing HP is happiness. So we gain happiness, but less influence. Plus 30 influence to do, though. Democracy is more happiness from food, but less influence. Order is less happiness from food, more influence. And tyranny is, you know, minus 20 happiness plus 20 influence. So I'm guessing that's kind of what we're looking at, is a happiness goes up, influence goes down. That's the same with these. And I'm guessing that's kind of what kind of policy we're trying to bring in. Are we trying to be a more freedom of choice or a more tyrannical choice? There's also rations down here, but it's locked. No water, no life, same as well. There's also impact of water, impact or short-term solution. Both of them are locked for the demo. For life, house quality, more happiness from house quality and less influence. Happiness versus influence. We can gain 10 max influence per person. Less loyalty, more max influence. More loyalty, less influence. Same with loyalty versus influence. I have no clue what I love that. Well, max loyalty has nothing to do with these. Like the happiness. Outside world is also locked, and work, movement speed versus efficiency. So we can have him walk faster, but production is worse. Eating before work determines their happiness from food, and then their work efficiency. Oh, it even tells you when you put it over it. Like a little bit. So like eating before work, like you let it digest first. It makes them happier or not. Or they can eat while working. Means they aren't going to be as happy. Have a cold one. It's like drink your sweat if you have to. Ugh. Should be able to enjoy it once in a while. Aw. You can't sacrifice my germs. I just thought that from 3 minutes ago. I'm sorry it took me a bit to notice it. Alright, so the freedom of house quality is people are free to do what they want in their homes, even forget about you. Or people must follow a strict code of how they manage their household. I just wish I knew what the freedom and order, you know, what that actually did. Trying to understand that's giving me a bit of a headache though. Sacrifice anyway. No, Jam, you can't. Oh, I think down there is actually gone now. A little bit of my plan was I wanted to put houses up here. Ghost ship. Captain, look, there's a ship heading our way. Seems there are no people on board. Should probably check if it's for available resources, right? Work overtime, we need those resources. That's gonna cost us influence to gain scrap and metal. Secure the hull first, then we search it. We need 60 wood to do that. We don't have enough. Let's not be greedy, take only what's on the outside, which is for scrap, have a bad feeling, and that's get nothing. Can I wait until the last minute and hopefully gain 2 more influence? Alright, we won't get the influence. Alright, let's not be greedy. Let's just take what's on the outside. Gain the 15 scrap. Lost child. Tragedy. A parent says the kid was playing near the water when a sudden wave swept him away. Noah was close enough to save him in time. I don't have enough food and water for a funeral. Oh my goodness, we're burning through food. Alright, we're definitely now boats to fish again. It can't happen again. Rip, little one, time to move on. Maybe you haven't looked deep enough. Throw the parent over the rail into the water. We're sacrificing the parent to gain 40 influence. I mean, the 40 influence could actually come in handy later on, right? We can gain more resources from other areas, and we won't have to feed someone. And as James says, sacrifice anyway. James, do we sacrifice? This is up to you, buddy. You say yes, alright. We are sacrificing. One person. Alright, where do we have any fish? Yes. All the way out here. A boat, go get that fish. And oh my goodness, there's no other fish. No, wait, there's one right here. Boat, go get that fish. We have 5 houses, or 5 people. One of my other ones had 6. We need 3 more homes to be built. We don't have the wood. Which is funny because we're not researching anything. We research. All right, we got the watchtower now. I say headquarters, which needs metal. Requires electricity to generate influence. A fireplace. I just saw somewhere, I thought it popped up saying burns wood. It just says burns wood. Consumes 2 wood to give happiness. We need something though to eventually get a bar. Or a bathhouse. Let's see. Well, our food is dropping down very quick. But we kind of need our electric water desalinator. But we need, metal to get that. Sun energy boiler just needs scrap. Alright, we got plenty of scrap. We'll likely put them up over here. Hopefully we stop going through food. Oh, we built all the thing over here. There's no one collecting anything. Come on, workers. I'm guessing we need to get the perk where it's like deconstruct walls for metal, and then we can get rid of the metal elevator. Low tide's about to come along. Maybe we need more wood catchers, actually. What did I need for a wood catcher? 10 wood, 10 scrap. If only I had that wood. Sailing trader. 20 scrap. So we spent 20 scrap for 40 wood. Or I can use all my influence to just take everything. gonna take everything because our supplies are going low. Cough, cough. Ka-choo. I mean, what? Still need wood. It's funny, we took the scrap from him, but I was willing to actually trade him scrap for wood. I was like, now, the allure of just taking everything. Alright. We'll move this back down here. Two people collect the junk from down here. And we also have access to down here again. What's this? Our pile of junk. Engineers can get the food. And I can't get the pile of wood because we need to go down one floor. We don't have the wood to go down one to collect the wood. Alright, we got enough. That works. Works for now. Wait, they can't walk across this entire thing to get to here. Is it because they need one more panel? That was it. They need one additional panel. Alright, our food is down. Oh, it's starting to even out. Wait, we only have a max capacity of 35 wood. Do we not actually have a form of wood storage? This requires scrap to be built. Okay, there we go. Now it says 245 capacity. I guess because over here was filling up the entire storage. Alright, well then. I'm gonna get another wood catcher. Would you like to buy some people? My goodness, what is this? What is this? A wandering trader has come by to our settlement. If I had 50 influence, I could say, prepare to die, scum, and get 2 citizens and 1 loyalty. Deal, minus 80 water, food, and minus 100 scraps for 2 citizens. Don't know how I feel about this, does nothing. How about buying 1 from me? I lose loyalty from everyone. Use someone like you. Lose 10 influence, gain 1 citizen. Hear what you think you did. This person is selling slaves, basically. And I can recruit this slave trader to my town, my settlement. Now, I did throw someone off of our settlement and basically killed them, which was terrible of me. I don't think I want this person. I'm going to do nothing about it because I can't tell him to prepare to die. We've got another wood scavenger. Currently at 18 wood. A house costs only 10. Wait. Okay, it could be because I've been playing this game for nearly 3 hours now, but this song sounds familiar. Just the doopy doopy doop part. Alright, I'm gonna build another house. I don't have enough wood. Now I do. Someone in the town is going to be happy. I'm going to finish up one of my drops. Next quest, they want me to build the headquarters. I don't want to build it. Well, the thing I'm currently researching is the sun energy boiler. It converts a full water into 8 energy. We also will need the desalinator for 10 energy to give us 14 water, which means we need 2 of these built. So 60 scrap. And we go over here for this thing, we will need a total of 70 metal. If I look at this pile of junk here, this will give us only 30 metal. Not that great. Now, I was kind of hoping that this building would have piles of metal that I could, pull apart. There is a pile of metal down here. That's a bit far away. There's one on this. So if I look at... I guess a gathering, was it? Deconstruct walls for metal. That requires 10 metal, though. But I think that would be the best one to get next. Unfortunately, high tide is coming back, but then not long after the sea level is going to drop down again, which means we should be able to reach over here and, collect the metal. That said, that's going to make him bump their head. Not going to like it. We can start the path. And we say 2 sailors are going to get that. They're not going to get it for a while. That is fine. Water level is going to rise up. Workplace accident. In a workplace accident, someone's injured while working. They're in critical condition. Can't afford to lose anyone. Minus 80 water, minus 40 food, minus 20 junk. That is a lot. People like him put everyone at risk and we lose a citizen. Shut the door. So here's the plan. We lose a citizen and gain 120. That's cannibalism. There's a cannibalism option in this game. Like, okay, keeping them alive is going to cost us way too much resources. The loss of water alone. Like, food we are going to be good on, but the water is what I am truly concerned with. So here's the plan. And because of that, our sailors went up in happiness. You have locked the full potential of your grip leader. Leaders come with different traits that can increase happiness, work speed, and other stats. You can also change your leader to a different one, but that will cost you influence. And this can also be used to change people from one grip to another, as well as getting some basic resources. That option's gonna come back to bite me. I remember there was an old game back on Congregate. It was made by Flash, made in Flash. It had a Steam release eventually. And it was a little bit like this. You didn't actually build the town. Rather, it was like a zombie-infested area, and you would reclaim buildings by building walls around them. And you would slowly expand your territory, sending out survivors with various weaponry to clear out zombies, all for protection. And the area would change from I think it was like grey to mean there's nothing there, to like light green to yellow to red for like the danger. You would have hordes of zombies attack the gates, and you would have to choose how you want to spend your bullets and fuel and whatnot, and how you want to deal with them. And there is one option that pops up in the game about cannibalism. And if you selected it, like, it only ever pops up once, but if you selected it, it would constantly then start popping up about, like, hey, you got any people you want to trade in? You know, maybe we give you some bullets. And, like, you'd actually be meeting up with a cannibal group to trade, basically setting someone up to die. It was always terrible. And I'm curious, does this game have something similar? Will there be punishment in my option? Because there was -1 citizen for 2. Alright, well, let's look at this. We have our leader actions. We change our group leader, change the social groups, ask for stuff. Alright, so our group leader, it's going to cost us 50 influence to change. We can't really change it. Alright, so this guy is a cheerleader. He's giving us 10% bonus happiness. We can change him to Nixon, who gives us better walk speed. Heralda for work efficiency. Or Ryder for more influence, or more max influence and then more basic influence. Oh, there's only 3 people homeless now. Right, because we built one house, then one person's gone. I'm not a monster, I'm just doing what I have to survive. That's what a lot of monsters say. It says there's no ongoing research, but when I click research, it says junk crane. Okay, it got deselected, that's... Alright, deconstruct walls for metal. This person is trying to collect metal as the water is about to go up. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yep, here it is. This steak is great, but... Okay, here it is. The consequences for our actions. Thank you, developers, for putting in consequences for that. How exactly are we obtaining this meat? Some people are starting to question the origins of their food, especially the juicy steak. There's, I know it's wrong, but we had no choice. All groups reach loyalty 5. We don't have loyalty 5 for the groups. Like, that's... This one here. One that's locked, isn't it? No, loyalty is here. Okay, only the fishes are loyal to us. Look, listen, just wait. Lose 5 loyalty with everyone, minus 100 influence. There's this, just some ordinary bird meat for 50 influence. Only we had influence. And we don't have to stop this, you know. For 30 influence, 120 food and -1. We are killing another person to keep this up. I don't know what happens if we hit negative loyalty. That's the hard part. And I don't know if you can hit negative loyalty. But just saying, more food. I'm gonna have to. I'm in too deep. I have to, chat. I'm sorry. Alright, it just has 1 citizen left. Someone wasn't happy with that. That's all it was.
Yes. Yes.
Logistics and warehouses. Alright, what's this? Warehouses allow you to control the flow of your resources. The general rule is from lower to higher. Warehouse is set to medium priority when people assign to it. Will first take the stuff from low priority storage buildings. Once a warehouse is full, workers will try to move those resources to a high priority. Got it. Interesting. I kind of understand. And we can't get metal for a while. We will eventually. The water has to go down once more to collect this metal, then we can start deconstructing all of this.
Yes.
Pick your favorite. Increase the happiness to 35 for at least one. Try. I'm gonna need to build one more house. It was gonna be two. Now it's only one. I wonder where that is. Or she can't build here. Like, I wish I could have the paths and then build a house on the path. And maybe I can. Now, if I do that, they won't be able to go around down here. Well, they won't be able to go down here anyway. Like, from this spot. We're looking for our friend. Maybe he can help us out. You see, we're looking for our friend. Last time we saw him, he was headed this way. Should have sailed past your settlement. He was probably carrying some people with him, if that helps. Oh, that's the guy who was the slave trader. There's a slave trader, so we killed him, which didn't actually happen. We didn't kill the slave trader. My tracking it failed for a moment there. Maybe it'll pass, can't remember them all. Information ain't free these days, so don't have the influence for that. Oh, you mean Bob, the human resources guy? Yeah, we didn't kill him. We just went, yeah, go on your way, because we didn't have the influence to do that. So we'll just say the human resource guy. He betrayed us and kidnapped some of our people. We're now looking for them. Hoping that we're not too late. Huh. Well, I should have killed him when I had the chance, but unfortunately I didn't have the chance. I didn't have the influence. Instead, I'm killing my own people, apparently. Oh, an ad break is starting in 30 seconds. If you get an ad, go get yourself something to eat, drink, go to the bathroom, all the good stuff you need. If you don't get an ad, feel free to just hang out. Feel free to chat if you want. Feel free to judge me for my terrible choices in this game. I don't think I'm going to be using this space down here, so I'm just going to... House. There we go. The last person gets a house now. Which I can then put platforms on top and then have houses face the other way. Using the old noggin. Also realizing one of the ones over here about repairing another boat is gone. Even though it didn't have a time limit before. Place lost a worker. It's probably one of the ones that got chomped on. Here's pile of metal as well. But yeah, I didn't have any way to get to it. Alright, well, the next day when it starts, sea level will drop. And so we should be able to run off, get the medal. It also means hopefully we can just put our dock down here. Okay, 9 influence. I'm gonna assume, like, in the full game, you're gonna get the ability to build boats as well. There we go. The water level has gone down. Alright, it does look like we can go over here, so... There we go. We'll send 2 sailors to collect this pile of wood. 2 engineers to get the metal. We've heard about this place. Oh, a terrible looking town. They told me this place had plenty of stuff, but judging by the looks of it, probably should have brought something for you instead. Anyway, don't have much time, so fill our boats up, and or you can go back to doing whatever it is you do in this place. I lose 400 of everything. Of all my resources. I can fight them if I had the influence. What if I just don't interact with it? What happens? Developers, I am curious. Is there a contingency of if I don't interact whatsoever? Because, like, they want to take all of our resources, and the only one that we really have going for us right now is junk. They also want to take 100 food. We got plenty of food. We got 400. After all, we did kind of do a couple. Alright, ad break. Ad break is now over. Welcome back, everyone. So nothing really, well, nothing too much big has happened. Person's taking metal, but there's no metal in storage, so they'll annoy and they'll overheat. So yeah, there's pirates have turned up in a event, and they want to take a bunch of our stuff. Now, I'm trying to just ignore it. Trying to just say, you know what? We're not going to let anything happen. What's the worst that'll happen? Alright, how much more metal? I need 2 more metal. And then deconstruction of metal walls will be complete. Or the ability to deconstruct. And we do have an idle boat. Quick fishing. End of demo. Thank you for playing the demo of our upcoming game, All Will Fall. You can continue playing, or you can start a new game and try doing things differently. If you enjoyed and would like to play more of it in the near future, consider wishlisting it on Steam. If you'd like to know more about the ongoing development, feel free to join the Discord server, where we can talk about the game directly. I actually wouldn't mind joining the Discord and be like, hey, try your game on stream. It was amazing. Like, I'm actually going to get this game when it comes out. Whether or not I stream it is another thing, but I'm enjoying this. Like, it is a very interesting little game. Like, and I didn't even get to go inside the tower. far can this go? Only that far. Alright, so we'd have to research. Wood supported building. Because I do want to check that out over there. We'll take 30 wood to research. We thankfully have that. Now, I did study the whole deconstruct metal wars. I have no clue how. Like, I would assume it would have just been click and then yeah, you'd get it. But then again, it may not have been properly implemented just yet. How is the research going? Because I think the final thing I want to do is just check out that building. Now, it looks like the pirates have just left. No, wait. We've got 9 hours left. It's at the very bottom. Oh, it's at the top as well with the broken boat. Interesting. Let's fix it. We get another boat. There we go. 3 boats for fishing. Research. So close to being done. It's 95% and they gotta sleep. And then we'll find out, you know, what happens. Will the pirates take everything? I mean, I used up as much of my resources as I could. But I'm also just curious about contingency. Grip leaders are fighting again. Or we'll fall without without unity. Or we can't afford it. And it's just who are we going to side with this time? We will give it to the workers because they had it lowest. Alright, we've got a few seconds left. What is going to happen here? Okay, they choose for you, and we lost all of our resources, basically. The shame. But well, I guess what we really wanted was wood for the pathway with railing. Although we don't need this path. Rid of that for now. I'll get rid of all this down here because this is for food and scrap. Even though I did have plans for all that down there. Wooden path with a railing. can go longer. So this can be built longer than a regular path, but it has to be aligned in one direction. That didn't look to be the case. This won't be able to reach all the way over there. This can reach here. Bye. Bye. Now we just need a total of 6 wood to build a staircase. Or just 4 wood and cheese it a bit. Alright, let's see what this structure is all about. And it was very noticeable from the very beginning. It's a radio tower. Don't see any workers coming along. Workers? Water level went down. Okay, now this is actually working still. So perhaps because... Oh, when I was over here, I guess this was too close, so it needs a certain amount of area below. The weather control station. This is one of those weather control stations. Big cities use them to change their weather conditions. On the good old days, when we could just clear the clouds for a nicer day or make it rain when it got too hot. Yeah, it can help us with our water situation, but maybe we can still use it in other ways. This is the last major event of this demo version. So we'll be able to influence when it rains and when it's clear. I'm guessing because when it rains we get more water, and when it's, like, we're with the rain catcher, when it's clear we'll be able to use, you know, the solar panel. Alright, now if I can get 20 wood, I'm going to get rid of the workers from in here. It's still waiting for engineers, so I don't think they ever made their way over. Let's get rid of all of this. The watchtower is for 1 sailor only. Build on top of these guys. I can build on the left one, but not the right one. Probably because how many panels and whatnot. You know, what better place for a watchtower than, you know what? Right here. Out of the way. Hidden. Where no one's ever gonna see it. And this will give you influence. 1 influence per day. That is interesting. Very interesting. Like, I kind of like this because, you know, you could put houses down here, like, if you really wanted to. You could hide one in this corner because of the way it's cut out. You can use the houses as platforms. Again, this is one of the things I was doing with... What was the beaver game again? Keep forgetting the name. Timbertown. Timbertown? Timberborn. Sorry. Still have those two Wunibits there. But you use them as platforms if you really wanted to. You can do a lot of interesting little bits. Like, I didn't even look at a lot of these. Like, I didn't get to tier 3 and 4 of production. With water, I never got to the water desalinator because I was trying to deconstruct this building and I don't know how to actually deconstruct it. Again, I think it'll be something in as a beta mode at the moment, or beta testing. It isn't actually in the game. But we have all this over here. If I made the ability for the boats to collect metal, I did notice earlier on over here we had metal containers up here in the water. I haven't seen any of them in a while. I'm guessing it's meant to be like a really rare thing to appear. But yeah, that'll be good, but really cool to actually make this little mix, in a sense, just that, so that way it's infinite electricity, basically, is how it would work. With food, I didn't even make the tier 2, especially not even tier 3 because of that. A bigger food warehouse would be good. But it's interesting because it's got work spots for them. But I guess it's just they're constantly moving things from the low storage to the high storage. Electric greenhouse would have been cool, better than a regular greenhouse. Metal gathering for boats. We needed 20 metal. And unfortunately, the pirates kind of took our last metal. Fuel gathering for boats as well, so we can get fuel from floating silos. We haven't seen any silos. Housing, we didn't even get the decorations or the medium-sized homes. That would have been really interesting to see. Explosive barrels to destroy things. And then, headquarters, the bathhouse, the bar, the shops. There's quite a lot of things here, and I really do hope the developers don't just do a, look, here's the game at release, and that is it. I want them to continue to add content. Like, that's kind of my biggest gripe when it comes to early access and whatnot, because a lot of people go, oh, early access is bad because the developers can run away with money. I like to think of it as you continue to get content over time. The hard part is, once a game reaches full release, some developers stop. They won't add any more. It's actually something that made me a bit sad with Raft. Because I played Raft with one of my brothers quite a bit. When the full release of Raft came out, we quickly finished the story to see what would happen. And we're like, oh, this was amazing. Can't wait for the new updates to come out. And there haven't been new updates. It's been like the game's done. I feel like that's like a big difference between different development sort of pitches. I guess, like I've kind of said in the past, there's a difference between like how games are done these days. Like there's no real AA games. Everything's a AAA. So it's AAA or indie. But I kind of like the idea of indie games where they come out and they continue to get updates. I feel like that needs a distinction from the indie games where it's, here's my game, that is it. That distinction, I think, would help the game or categorization a bit better. Oh, sorry, I had to cough. But yeah, I think that the categorization would be good, a lot better, because, well, I feel like some people, not a lot of people, but there are still some people who go, oh, I don't want to get an indie game. I would prefer the AAA titles, things by big companies. And that isn't, like, well, because they always go, oh, no, indie games, they don't really have much to them. And it's like, yeah, there are indie games that don't have much to them, but there are ones that do have a lot. They do continue to get updates over time. Like, look at Stardew Valley. That's an indie game to this day still getting updates. And it's even been said that the creator of Stardew Valley, in let's say like 40 years time, if he's still around and kicking, he may release, more updates. There's nothing to say that, what's there is there, it's done. He's going to work on something different. Yeah, it's a different level of passion project, I guess. Like, that would probably be the better way to explain it. Yeah. Like, just with this. This is the demo. If you liked what you saw on the stream, or you want to try things differently, if you want to try and build things bigger, more grand, if you want to try different choices, definitely try it out. You just go to the Steam page. There's a button where it's like register for the beta. Gain access. Like that. Don't know if you actually heard my finger snap, but I clicked my fingers. It's very simple to get access to this. As I said, I'm going to wishlist this. I am definitely going to play it on release because I am enjoying this quite a bit. Like the fact that the water level, this level here, we couldn't access it at the start. We only had this little top bit here, a little bit of over here. That was it. Oh, I guess technically all of this over here. But now, we have multiple layers. If I want, I can come in here and build a house in here, I'm assuming. Yes, houses can be built on these floors, which means if I could knock down this bit, I'm guessing with the explosive barrels, I'd be able to come in here and, build homes. I could build homes on over here. Over here, like, I could try and build a mega structure. There's so many different possibilities for this. It is very fun. Definitely recommend it. That is gonna have to be it from me for now, though. Normally I like to go to my just chatting screen, but instead I want to do a wrap up while showing off the game because, as I said, very fun. I am enjoying this so much. Like I was gonna raid someone who's playing this, but the only people who are playing it, it's in French. A little bit hard to raid. And be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I guess I gotta try and find someone else to raid them. Well, it'll likely be Dead Sun Prime, because he is currently live. I'm actually surprised he's still streaming. Although it looks like his stream crashed roughly 3-4 hours, well, roughly 4 hours ago. But we're gonna raid Dead Sun Prime. He's never usually awake this late. I really thank you all for coming on by. Really do appreciate it. Absolutely amazing having you all here. But that's gonna have to be it for now. I will likely see you all tomorrow. Oh wait, hang on, what's this? Quickly. Watchtower spotted sign, so there's actually more events. Small raptor spot drifting nearby. Seems there are a couple people still alive. Oh. So, yeah, the Watchtower gives you events as well. That's cool. There's even more content in this game than what I was able to find. So definitely, if you play this game and you see something cool, message me about it. Maybe post it in the Discord. Okay. Where is my Discord button? I got my Discord and my socials. Do check them out. But that's going to have to be it for now. I want to thank you all for, coming on by. I know this isn't one of my usual games that I play, but I really want to check it out. But do take care of yourselves, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Nix, signing on out.